So, what's going on, everybody? It's the Flying Pig here on Flying Pig United with another cheeky little match preview for you. Hope you're all keeping well this evening, guys. We're on here a little bit late. It's a late one tonight. How are we all doing? Thank you very much for joining us. We've got Mark Harris in here. How you doing there, Mark Harris, lad? Uncaged Squid, what's going on with you, my friend? We're going to win the league? You what? Jarvis Cocker, how you doing, my friend, as well? Cool homies. Guys, thank you, everyone, for joining. Do get yourself involved throughout the show as we get stuck into the preview and all the latest team news and injury news and a sort of rundown of the latest Manchester United news as well of the day. That's what we're going to be doing here. We're going to have a late-night chat with the legends and give you the breakdown of all the latest goings-on ahead of the game tomorrow in the Champions League away in Madrid, of course. Gangshi, how you doing there, mate? Great to see you also. Thank you, Mark Harris, mate. This whole thing, to be fair, it's not that swanky, bro. Like, the sponsorship has peeled away, just like United's qualities over the years, really, mate, unfortunately. So, yeah, it's a little bit seen better days, much like Manchester United, unfortunately, my friend. Gangshi, I hope you're well. Ben Roper, Dave the Gamer, Craigie, Bashir Kalisa as well, Chrissy J, Disco Dave, All-Star Home Improvements, Fergie's son. How you doing, my friend? And everybody, it's great to see you all in here. Do us a favour at the start of the stream. Smash that like on it if you haven't done so. Hit the thumbs up button. That helps us out, gives us a boost up there and helps us get out there to a couple more new peeps. So smash that like button, share it around on social media as well if you want. That's always much appreciated. And if you're new to this channel, if you're watching this back later, smash that subscribe button and get yourself down in the comment section down below and have your say. Fully interactive show as well. If you're watching this live, we'll be dipping in and out the live chat as we go along. Get in there, my son. Come on, United. Big game ahead, of course, tomorrow. We've got to do well. We're on the back of a couple of good results. But this is where it really counts. This is our last chance, of course, of getting this silverware that we desperately want. It's not realistic that we're going to win the Champions League, but it would be nice to at least be in it until the latter stages of the tournament. You know, round of 16, whichever year you look at, if United's in it, we should be getting further than the round of 16, in all fairness. We've come up against a good Atletico team. You know, let's face it, they won the Spanish league last season. They won La Liga. They're obviously a good team. They've got a very experienced coach. But what I would say is, they're doing a little bit shite this season too. Just like Manchester United are, really, you know, for the standards that we have set in the past. The standards that Atletico have set previously are obviously much better than they're showing right now. I mean, in terms of the league form, Atletico Madrid are the 8th best team over there in La Liga at this moment in time in terms of form over the last 6 games. You know, they drew with Villarreal, they've beat Valencia 3-2, they lost to Barcelona, they beat Getafe, they lost to Levante, and they beat Osasuna in the last game 3-0. So they're on the back of a decent sort of run, but nothing great. You know, they've lost a couple out of the last games. They're very beatable, very beatable. They have a goal difference, which is, you know, plus 2 over that period of time as well. So it's not like they're setting the world alight in terms of causing a lot of problems for opposition teams. I personally think that that Manchester United, with the attacking qualities that we've got, the threats we've got in the team, if we all turn up and have a full-blooded performance and everybody does their bit and works together as a team, like we saw in that last game against Leeds United, where they're all fighting tooth and nail for each other, pulling in the same direction, fighting for each other, every single challenge, every single tackle, every single, you know, aerial battle, they're all fighting for it 100%, full-blooded. If we can get that sort of a performance out of the lads, then we've got the quality in the team in certain areas to score goals, I think. And Atletico Madrid, they're going to play, it's going to be tough to break down. They're a defensive side, they're a well-organised side, and it's going to be a bitch for United to create any really clear-cut chances, I think. But United should have a lot of the ball, even though we're the away side. And if we can get the ball to the key men in the key areas, people like Mr. Cristiano Ronaldo, then I think we can do well against them, guys. So we're going to just talk about the team news. We're going to talk about the team news now. Ralph Rangnick did give us an update, and he's provided a bit of an update. It was plans for the club's first ever visit to the Wanda Metropolitano Stadium. We're in, of course, the round of 16 action against them, and this is what he had to say. He said basically Edinson Cavani will not make the trip. So Edinson Cavani, it's a shame, but he's still unavailable to play for Manchester United at this moment in time. Rangnick said he didn't train, and he hasn't been training for a couple of weeks. He has a problem with his groin, and as long as he doesn't feel ready to fully sprint, it doesn't make sense to train him. Also, Nemanja Matic has made his return from the injury layoff after being on the bench at Leeds. Centre-back Phil Jones is now eligible to play in the competition after being added to the Champions League squad. So we've got most of our most of our people available, just no Edinson Cavani at this moment in time, which is a shame. In a big game like this in the Champions League, having somebody like Edinson Cavani to come off the bench or even just to start in this game would be pretty big for us, I think. But we're missing Eddie. That is gash. Let's get some El Matador emojis in there for the lad, and let's wish him a speedy recovery here. But, I mean, we all know that this game, in my opinion, is made for one man. Mr. Cristiano Ronaldo, a.k.a. the GOAT, a.k.a. somebody everybody keeps writing off. His performance against Leeds last time out was really good. He didn't score, but his performance was very good. He did a lot for the team. Nice vision, nice passes, full-blooded, committed performance from the Don. So I've got no issues with Ronaldo, and he loves playing against Atletico Madrid. If you look at some of the statistics here, his record versus Atletico Madrid, it's obviously impressive, to say the least. So, the back of the net, he's found the back of the net 15 times in 28 appearances for Manchester United this season, right? Including 6 goals in 5 Champions League outings, with his form in the group stage key to sending Manchester United into the knockout stages, right? This is on Sportsmon. There's just an article on here giving the stats. And Cristiano Ronaldo's statistics against them. So check this out. Ronaldo has incredibly tackled Atletico Madrid 35 times during his professional career, which is insane. He's played Atletico Madrid against them as a player 35 times, boasting a record of 17 wins, 9 draws, and 9 defeats against them. He's managed 25 goals and 9 assists in the process. So that's almost a goal contribution of 1 every single game that he's played against them. 25 goals and 9 assists in 35 games against Atletico Madrid. I think it's fair to say that this lad likes playing against Atletico Madrid and that he knows what it's like to score against Atletico. So that bodes very well for this game. And of course, he is Mr. Champions League. He is the guy that you can sort of rely on in key moments. Maybe there was a run of 6 games where he's had a complete shut-the-bed moment. That's true. But this is Ronaldo we're talking about. He's still got the qualities. He's still the GOAT. And I think he still, on his day, can win you a game of football. So I think if you get the ball to him in the right moment, in the right time, in the game, he's going to bang it for us. So I just think that that statistics, I wanted to talk about that because statistically, that is quite an amazing, set of stats that he's got there against them. Right, so in terms of Atletico Madrid, what's going on with them at the moment? So Diego Simeone has given us an update as well, and basically their captain Koke will miss Wednesday's Champions League round of 16 match with Manchester United. So that's fantastic. The official website for Atletico Madrid posted an update on Tuesday evening stating that the 30-year-old picked up a thigh muscle injury against Osasuna. So, their captain is out of the side for the game, which is obviously good news for us, really, let's be honest. So also they've got a couple other players out. Mateus Cunha is also injured. Daniel Vaz is on the La Liga Champions injury list. And also Yannick Carrasco will miss both legs of the tie through suspension. Yes, they've got Thomas Lima back. But other than that, it's like there's still question marks about Griezmann, I believe. I'm not really too sure. I think he will may be fit to play. But we'll have to wait and see. It doesn't look like they're going to have a full-strength side. It doesn't look like Atletico Madrid have been playing very well recently in La Liga. In fact, they've been sharting the bed. So I feel like it's a really good time for Man United to play them. We're on the back of a couple of wins. The Brighton game wasn't the most convincing, but Brighton are a good team who do keep the ball well. But it wasn't the most convincing. The last game, though, against Leeds was nice and full-blooded. Leeds play very open, though. It's that kind of full-blooded derby game. Are Atletico Madrid going to play like that? No. They're going to play, I think, a lot more compact. They're also very dangerous on the counter-attack. They've got quality to hurt us. We need to make sure that we take our chances when they come. We need to be clinical. Mr. Cristiano Ronaldo can't have a bad day. We've got to rely on, obviously, other players around him as well. People like Jadon Sancho, who's been in brilliant form recently, to come into this team and in this game tomorrow and set it alight. That's what we're sort of looking for these players to do. Rashford's been absolutely gashford recently. Is he going to be featuring? If he is he capable of putting in a really, really good performance for Manchester United? And then you've got players like Paul Pogba, who was rested, I think, obviously in the last game, took off in the 66th minute or whatever it was. And of course, Fred's replaced him. Well, I could see him coming into this side and having a really good, influential, positive game of football. This is a big shop window for Paul Pogba, isn't it? He's trying to get a big new contract at Manchester United or a new move in the summer to a new club for a huge money then as well. So it's very important from him, from an individual point of view, to get to put in good performances, but he also, I'm sure he wants to do it if he is thinking about leaving Manchester United between now and the end of the year, or, in the summer, then, he wants to give it his all for the last time that he's here, I'm sure. So I'm expecting a big game from Paul Pogba as well. I'm going to get into my team lineup here, guys. Let's have a look at the team lineup, see what you guys think about this one. Pretty sure these guys are available. Stanley Harrison, I don't think I am doing a FIFA stream tonight, actually, boss, no. But I will be back at it tomorrow, though, my son. Owen Larn, how's it going there? And Sin Games and all the legends, thank you for joining. Do drop that like button if you're just joining us. Get yourself involved in the chatter as here as well in the live chat. Owen says, I reckon yous will make it to the quarters, but no further. Fair point. I mean, right, so you're suggesting that we get through to the next round, we beat Atletico Madrid, and we struggle to get past whoever we draw against then. I mean, it does depend who we draw. I've got a little bit more faith in Manchester United than that, mate. I'm going to be honest. Fair enough. Listen, this isn't a great United side, but it's still a knockout cup tournament. We've still got great players on their day, can do bits for us. Ronaldo loves the Champions League, etc. I feel like we still got a chance, right, to get a bit further than that. So let's ask the live chat then. Let's ask the live chat. Guys, how far do you think Manchester United get in this UEFA Champions League this season? So it's the round of 16. The next round's obviously the quarterfinals. If we got past Atletico Madrid, then it's the semi-finals, and then it's the finals. So where do you think we actually finish up? In my opinion, I mean, Owen Larn's not really too far away there, really. If you look at the best teams left in it, are we really guaranteed to get past the quarterfinal stage? I don't think so. But I do think we should be looking at getting to the semi-finals at least, really, with the squad that we've got. I know we've been absolutely bang average, gashtastically shite a lot of the games, really considering the squad that we've got, but we still have got a really good squad of players that can do the business for us. Let's have a look at what you guys say then. So, hey there, Amit Kumar. Welcome him, Dave the Gamer as well. Flabby G. That's excellent. Flabby G says ESPN says Suarez and Griezmann is unlikely to start. Yes, so I heard that Griezmann was not pictured training, and Suarez is still a little bit of a doubt as well. So, but they may well feature. We'll have to wait and see. But that would be brilliant for us, wouldn't it, Flabby, if their forces were even more diminished? No expectations tomorrow, says Ollie Reynolds. I've got expectations. I've got expectations that United go there and at least give it a full-blooded performance and take the game to Atletico Madrid and try and get the game won as well in their backyard. I think that's important for United to try and do right now because, let's face it, we're being shit at home. So if we could get Atletico Madrid, dispatched in their backyard, then I'd feel like we could get the tie easily won at home. But, if we're losing 1-0 or something going back to the second leg, I don't know if these lads have really got the bottle and character to do it, but we'll have to wait and see. We have seen a little bit of an upturn in form and also bottle from them recently. Semi-final, says Dave. Final, says Brad Wright. Quarter-final, says Amit Kumar. All the way, says Uncaged Squid. Mate, I love that optimism, even if it's blind, mate. Semi is sure it's good to see us, says Chrissy. Hopefully the semis, says Blue Knight. Hopefully, yep, semi-final, says JMUFC. Next round, the quarter, says 0793. How's it going there, 0793? Thanks for getting in, bro. And the K Cadet. We have gone as far as we can, says the K Cadet. Come on, mate. K Cadet lad. I know you like to be a realist, sir. There's a difference between a realist and a pessimist, though, my good sir. And what I personally believe is that this Atletico Madrid team are beatable, mate. This isn't Atletico last year. This isn't Atletico a couple of years ago. I'm going to call them Shatletico Madrid because they've shat the bed this season. In La Liga, mate, you can't get away from it. They're in 5th place. That's not good for the champions, is it? Let me just get La Liga table up and have a little bit more of a proper look at this and see what's going on. But in terms of the La Liga table, they are not doing too well. They're behind the likes of Real Betis and Sevilla. Real Madrid are obviously at the top of the league at the moment. Barcelona are above them. Okay, fair enough, but they're a full 15 points off the lead, so it's not like they've just fallen off slightly and they're still in the tussle and they're just a few points off of the pack. No, they're actually 15 points off of first, so their season really is sort of spent in terms of challenging for the title. That's bad for any champions. So they haven't had a good time of it, mate. They've not had a good season. Manchester United, yeah, sure, okay, we've not had a good season either. In fact, you know what? There's some comparisons you can make between just how we're getting on in the league and stuff like that. It's an even game, this one. Atletico are probably going to be a defensive outfit. Manchester United are going to be more an attacking outfit of the two. Can Manchester United capitalise on the chances we create? And can we defend really well when we need to? Because Atletico can move the ball quick. They can attack on the counter-attack very blisteringly. If they do have Griezmann, if they do have Suarez playing, these guys, they can definitely score a chance. So you've got to be careful. You've got to defend like an absolute unit. You've got to be organised. And I'm not so sure if our backline can really do that right now because, let's face it, we've been all at sea. And Atletico Madrid is a much sterner test than any of the teams we played recently under Rangnick as well. Let's not pretend that's not the case. You know, we've played against the likes of Burnley and struggled. We've played against the likes of Aston Villa and struggled. Wolves and various different games we struggled recently. None of those teams are as good as Atletico Madrid. None of those teams have as many good technical players as Atletico Madrid. I don't think they're as good as a couple of years ago, but still, Man United are going to find a stern test here. One thing I will say is, Atletico Madrid are going to find a stern test here as well, because we are United, and we do have a good set of players, and we have got Mr. Champions League up top there, Cristiano, who does love a cheeky little goal against these guys. And so, for that reason, don't rule us out. Don't rule us out in this tie at all. We're going to batter them, guys. Score prediction time. Okay, I'm going to be realistic. I'm actually going for a 1-1 draw. So after I've said all that, I'm going for a 1-1 draw with Cristiano Ronaldo getting the goal. I think it's going to be a tight affair. I think it's going to be a game of few chances. Just got a feeling about it. Just got a feeling they're going to not create that much. And I've got a feeling we're probably going to create little and struggle to take these opportunities also. So everybody get your score predictions in there in the live chat. 2-1 says Leo Rose to United. I'll take that. Wiggy says 2-1. Loving that as well. Benjamin Bessemer says 2-1. Ronaldo times 2 and Suarez times 1. Fair play to you. Remember, we are going away. It is a tough test. They are a good team. They are tough to break down. We've struggled to break down, gasher teams and that lately. And when we have managed to break these teams down, we have really struggled to take the chances and put it in the back of the net. I'm loving the confidence here, guys. But let's just bring us down to reality a little bit here. We beat fucking Leeds United the other day. Yeah, great. And that was a fucking brilliant performance as well. And just what we needed. Same time, though, Bielsa's teams, they play open, they're shit. They're down at the foot of the table there, they're not be lucky if they're not in a relegation battle, mate. Atletico Madrid are a championship winning side last season, so it's different levels to this game. Man United are going to have fewer chances against Atletico Madrid, you would think, than we would against more or less any of the teams we played recently, you would think. But, hey, listen, it's not as simple as that, is it? Jarvis says, of course we'll beat them. We have Maguire. Get in there, my son. Fair play to him, mate. Well, listen, he's going to have a big game. Whatever the back line is, I do think that Maguire is going to be selected by Rangnick, even though I don't think he should be. I still think the best centre-back pairing we could choose for this game in particular, actually, would be where we're going to be an attacking side in the game, maybe more so, would be to have Victor Lindelof start alongside Rafael Varane. You've got the Champions League experience there in Varane. He knows all about playing against Atletico Madrid as well. You've also got that quality, and that's a little bit more space, but pace for Victor Lindelof rather than the slow Slab. But Slab, he had a very good game last time out. He scored all the rest of it. If he has another big one, fair play to him. He's going to need to have another big one to lead his side, to the quarterfinals of this tournament. So fair enough. I can't be standing the Slab in the team, but he is in the team. He did have a good game last time out. Still not as good as Victor Lindelof's game, though. Victor, I thought, out of the two centre-backs, performed better throughout the game. Obviously, Maguire scored, but Victor Lindelof, I think, just looked more solid throughout. So for that reason, I would go Victor Lindelof and Maguire. 3-1 says Will Perplex, 2-1 says Madhouse to Atletico, 2-3 victory to United says Dave the Gamer, 2-1. There's a load of 2-1s coming in here. I'm loving it. Superheroes Gaming thinks 1-0 to United. Sing Game says 3-1 to Atletico, sad face. 3-1 Sue says Adfording Skills. 1-0 to United says Amit Kumar. Hey, good evening there, 14 Bars. Good evening, Johnny. He says 3-0, 3-2 says Jay. It would be great to get any sort of positive result, wouldn't it? If we could go and get a 1-0, or a 2-1 or a 3-2, or just any win, then we're going to be set up for the second leg absolutely fantastically. Whereas a draw, it's all still in the balance. And certainly if Atletico Madrid have any sort of a lead going into our home game, then I'm not going to be feeling confident at all. So we've got to go for the jugular. We've got to try and get the game won. I hope that Rangnick does set them up like that to win. I hope we have gotten a mentality of let's go and try and create and score goals against them and not just be a little bit more passive, sit back, counter-attacking guff away from home in the Champions League, which might happen, to be fair. But then again, we've got to really go for it. We've got to really take the game to them and go for it and try and get the game won against a team like Atletico who play a certain way. So let's just have a look at the team lineup, which I have selected here. And this is not my selection, actually, although, it's more or less is, but it's not my selection. It's just what I think Rangnick would select. So, it's pretty much a, what is that? I've got a piece of fluff on my face. Fucking piece of fluff. Rangnick would select, I think, the similar sort of team and formation to what he played last time out, of course. He's going to stick with the stone cold slab at the back, I think. It's just the way that he is. He loves the stone cold slabby Maguire. And he's backed him to end of the season and said that he's going to be his captain. He doesn't see any reason to strip him the captaincy. I don't really see any reason why he's going to drop him for this game. Unless he comes to the realization that Victor Lindelof and Raphael Varane might actually make more sense to play in their centre-back pairing, which in my opinion it does against Atletico Madrid. Because of the extra pace that we've got and the fact that we're probably going to be a bit higher up at times, they might be a little bit more standoffish with us, so we're going to be maybe, working our way up the pitch a little bit. And so if they do get us on the counter-attack, if they do break, I would like it if we can actually have players that could get back playing for our team, right? Hey, thank you so much there, Disco Dave, mate, for getting in here raw with a super chat, lad. Thank you, Disco Dave. He says, we can't call ourselves fans if we don't get behind the boys and believe we can go all the way. Let's see the belief, people. We are the Red Devils. Hey, get in there, DJ Disco Dave. Can we get a sue in the chat for Disco Dave? Well, fair enough. I mean, I've got a couple of problems with that statement, Disco Dave. I love what you're saying, though. Come on, United. But also, I would have to say, if you actually do think that United are going to win a Champions League this season, you probably want your bleeding head tested, mate. Because although I want us to win the Champions League and we still got an outside chance, to say we've got zero chance is wrong, because we've still got 10%, 50% chance or 20% chance even still. But we're not realistic to win it, my friend. We've been playing absolutely shite. Let's face it, we've been struggling against fucking Middlesbrough, for Pete's sake, in knockout football. So what makes you think they're going to really be able to go all the way and win the Champions League? Fair play to Disco Dave. I love that optimism. Let's get some fucking love hearts in there. But in my opinion, semi-finals is about as best as we can hope for. If we go any further than that, it's an absolute bonus, of course. And shit, if we do get to the semis, I'll start to believe as well. But crikey, mate. Hey, Manny Slew Flacky, what's going on? Hey, shout out to all the panel show legends earlier. Maisie, Jarvis, Nathan, Griffo, G-Wolf, Mondi, all the legends that came on and did the fan panel show earlier. Absolute great job. Shout out to those legends. Manny Slew Flacky, how you doing, mate? Thank you for getting in a great show. Thanks for coming on the show earlier, mate. Top man. Hey, we're nearly at 100 likes. We've got 162 legends in here right now. Smash that thumbs up button. Give it that Kung Fu Cantonar kick of the like button, and also smash that subscribe button up, share it around on social media, and get yourselves involved in the chat. We're having a bit of bants and giving you our thoughts before the game. I missed a super chat from Benjamin Bessemer, did I? Oh, crikey. Mate, Benjamin Bessemer, I'm so sorry, mate. Thank you so much for the super chat there, Benjamin Lad. He says, Evening Piggy, was watching a video earlier from HITC Sport, and their Irish guy wants us to win. Come on, United. Madrid versus United. Hashtag let's batter them. Hashtag come on, boys. Benjamin Bessemer, thank you so much for the super chat there. I hope we get to hear that tomorrow, Benjamin Lad. I hope we get Ronaldo smashing them up with a cheeky goal or two and a cheeky little coming through the airwaves, mate. Surely. Benjamin, mate, thank you so much for that, dude. Let's batter him up. And nice one. Thank you so much for getting in here with your thoughts, mate, as always. Absolute legend. Yes, I do remember you, Swixter. What's going on there, Swixter? Hello there, Bell6091. How you doing there? You what? Guys, thank you very much for joining. I'm going to just move on to the next order of discussion here. We are going to get into the live chat as well to hear your thoughts on, the game and stuff and what you would do. But just to let you know who is definitely out of the game. Mason Greenwood is obviously out. Edinson Cavani is injured as well. He's definitely out. And doubtful players to feature in the game are Tom Heaton, who's still got a groin issue, and also Eric Bailly still got an ankle issue, but he is back, I think, training and could still feature. But let's face it, with the centre-backs that Ralph Rangnick's got available at his disposal right now, we're not going to be seeing Eric Bailly. It's going to be either Mags or Lindelof alongside Varane. Well, that's what I think. Varane might not even be playing, guys. Who actually knows? But I'm pretty sure he will because it's the fucking Champions League. But yeah, if you look at the lineup here, I believe that Luke Shaw maybe keeps his place in the side. Just so I think Rangnick will select Shaw. Tellers has been out a couple of games. Maybe he's not quite as sharp. So I think he starts Shaw and Tellers comes on later in the game. Over on the other side, we've got Diogo Dalot. I think he does come in. Wan-Bissaka played fantastic in last game. Defended them off the park, mate. Was an absolute colossus for us in terms of defending. But again, he gave a lot in that game. It's only a couple of days later. Diogo Dalot's sort of been doing well. He's fresh as well. He's good going forward, maybe a bit better on the ball. So I think for that reason, we're going to see Dalot start in this game. And then in the midfield, okay, McTominay put in a really good full-blooded performance last time out. And I think that, he could well feature, start in the game, and probably should be starting based on the performance that he put in. But also he did obviously run a lot. He's just going to be a little bit fatigued. Fred came off the bench and did well. He's going to be a lot fresher, have the energy, alongside Paul Pogba, who played 66 minutes too the other day. So, hey, look, it could be McTominay and Pogba, but I've just got a little cheeky feeling that Fred and Pogba starting this one. I think Rangnick's going to go for those fresher legs, but who knows? Just to have, Pogba controlling the midfield with his passing, and, Fred maybe just running around there, just winning it back like a little terrier that he is. I don't know if Rashford's going to start, but, based on sort of experience and, what's going on, I've put him in there. Sancho obviously is an easy one because he's been fantastic for what he's done lately. The form that he's been on, just showing everyone that he can do, scoring goals, getting assists, looking fantastic. Definitely the player, starting to see the player that we signed, which is brilliant. And anybody was writing him off earlier in the season, it's an absolute melt brain, because this was always going to happen. He always had quality. He always, shown that as a young teenage lad over at Dortmund. And it was just going to take a bit of time, especially if you're slotting into a United side that's doing shite. So it's just going to take a bit of time. But now you're seeing him hitting now you're starting to see him hitting that form. It's great to see. Fred shall score, says Old P. Love that. So that's sort of the midfield there. Fred and Pogba, Rashford and Sancho, and Bruno Fernandes really, he's got to play. He's the Don. He's absolutely fantastic, isn't he? On his day. And he used to be super consistent for us. This season, I don't think you could call him super consistent for us. He's been a little bit more so hit or miss. But just lately, the form has started to return, started to put in good, consistent performances, started to influence games. Like even in the last game, even if he wasn't exactly like involved in absolutely everything and did everything amazing in the whole game, he still had a couple of massive moments in the game, so which scored us goals. So he's definitely a fantastic key player in this one. And then Cristiano Ronaldo up top. You can't really say any more about this guy. The greatest player of all time, the player that has provided 34 goal contributions against Atletico Madrid in his career in 35 games. I believe it's 25 goals in 35 games plus 9 assists. That's an incredible record to have against any team, especially a team as good as Atletico Madrid. So just goes to show you, we have got a player here who's got the experience. You can't have any more experience at besting Atletico Madrid than he's got. So fantastic to see, him starting for us in a Champions League game like this, because I just feel like when you've got him in there, you've always got a chance. Even if the team does make a bit of a calamitous error, or if the team doesn't perform to the best of our abilities, you still got the clutch goat who, if you provide him with a great chance, he should hopefully bang one in. And especially in this incident, in this sort of game, how he grows to the occasion. A lot of people shrivel up under the lights. Cristiano Ronaldo rises to the occasion. He loves the pressure. He eats it for breakers. He eats pressure and he craps out thunder, this guy. He fucking loves a challenge, and he loves to silence the critics, and there'll be a lot of people saying, oh, he's not going to do it against Atletico now. United are not as good and he's too old. Well, let's just see. I've got a feeling Ronaldo gets a cheeky little soo or two tomorrow under his belt. Guys, does Ronaldo score in the game? And if so, how many goals does he score? Let me know. Do you think he doesn't score? Is it a big fat zero? Does he get a cheeky little goal? Or does he get 2 or 3 even? Let me know what you guys are feeling about Ronaldo's chances. I'm just going to move that a little bit so we can just see the live chat, what they're saying a little bit here. Anybody who's coming in, I'll just shrink that down so you can see it if you want. Sue, says Manny Snooflacky. Yes, a hat-trick, says Dave. Double brace, says Cool Homies. Nice, so that's 4 goals, right? Or no, 2 goals. You mean just 1 brace. Should Rashford start, says Bashir Kalisa. I don't know if he should or not, really. I like Alanga's form recently, but I think Rashford starts. I do think Rashford starts. 1 for CR7, says Amit Kumar. CR7, 1 goal, says Madhouse. If he scores, I think only 1, says Steve. 1 for Ronnie, says Leo Rose. 5, says A Busy the Beast. So, I'm going to say he gets 1 goal, guys. Yeah, I think it's going to be 1-1. That's my score prediction, and I think the goal scorer for us is going to be Cristiano Ronaldo. I'm streaming FIFA after the game tomorrow, Callum Gill, but not tonight, actually, mate. No. I've got Mrs. P round tonight, and she's away for a few days again after, so I'm just catching up with her, bro. So yeah, but I will be back at it raw tomorrow, of course, doing the watch along. United news video in the day as well, and a FIFA action tomorrow night after the game. So don't worry about that. Oscar Jimenez, Cristiano Ronaldo will score a goal tomorrow. Like your style, like your moves. Score prediction, switch to my score predictions 1-1. Cristiano Ronaldo with the goal. Right then, so just a little bit of more news then, peeps, before we get into the live chat or before we get onto the next sort of topics of discussion, just to continue with a preview. It's actually, I think is it the first game we played at this new stadium? I'm not too sure if it is or not. I think I read that earlier somewhere, but not that that really means anything. Doesn't really mean anything. Form-wise, our form is better than theirs. They're 8th in La Liga in terms of the form. You know, ours is much better. Ralph Rangnick has been speaking ahead of the game also about Diego Simeone, guys. I want to just mention this. And, you know, he said that Diego Simeone, this is to quote Ralph Rangnick, he said, Diego Simeone has won trophies with a clear identity, with a recognisable playing style. Atletico are always an emotional side, and this reflects the character of the manager. We need to match the levels of energy and emotion in both games. It will be physical, it will be emotional, and we will have to be mentally strong in both games. So, you know, this is absolutely true what Ralph Rangnick has said. You know, that's sort of the team they are rugged, they are robust, they are going to be rough and ready. And Manchester United, though, on the back of a really good game against Leeds, where we showed a little bit about us in that regard too. So, you know, maybe it is another game for Scott McTominay. You know, maybe it's another game you get somebody in there, just, you know, leave one on someone, let them know, you know, that they've got a battle on their hands. And Fred's maybe not that guy. Who would you start alongside Pogba? Let's just say Pogba starts, peeps, because he's clearly, at the moment, the best midfielder we've got anyway. And, you know, he is the best midfielder on his day. But at the moment, he's the best midfielder in terms of form as well. So Paul Pogba, I think he's got to start. But who would you start alongside Paul Pogba if it's a midfield 2 with a 4-2-3-1? Who would you start? Let me know. Scotty McYellow card, says Callum Gill. Yeah, the away goals rule is gone now, Gary Finnegan. Absolutely. Do you need salt and pepper with those shirts, Dave, says Mark Harris? Yes, Mrs. P, absolutely, yeah. Pogba and Ronaldo masterclass incoming, says Gungshi. Loading. I hope you're right, mate. Listen, you know, we've seen a tough season for these boys. Wouldn't it be so nice just to see them, it all culminate together, like, just announce ourselves on the European scene here with a big blistering performance against Atletico tomorrow. I don't know, smash them up 3-0 or something. You know, Ronaldo, Brace Pogba banging one in there, Bruno doing the bitch, you know, all these great Sancho on fire. You know, all these players all suddenly coming together and gelling, and it would be fantastic. I think we're definitely getting better. I'm not expecting us to go there and blitz them though, so, but yeah. Okay, so Ralph Rangnick's side have trained ahead of the first leg against Atletico Madrid. And, you know, in his pre-match presser earlier, he did, of course, say that Cavani's not going to be playing. But there's some photos, you know, Pogba, Ronaldo, everybody's training here, all good. The only players not pictured here, really, Cavani. And a couple other ones. So it looks like everybody's fit to go, guys. Photos from Man United. Also, lots of players out for Atletico Madrid, just to clarify as well. So they're not their strongest right now, guys. They've got their captain Koke and a few others out. So there you go, guys. My prediction for the game 1-1. I think it's going to be a tough game. I think United have to take the game to Atletico Madrid and be the more attacking of the two teams. We know what they play like. We know they're a defensive side. We know they're rugged. We know they're tough. We know they're tough to break down. United will not get as many chances against this Atletico team as we have done against some of the minnows in the Premier League that we've been playing recently. And when I say minnows, obviously there's no real minnows in the Premier League anymore, but still you look at bottom of the table Burnley or some of the teams we've played recently, we've struggled to sort of take our chances, and even though we have created chances, we struggle to take them. So I think this is going to be a game where we've got lesser chances to actually, you know, finish off. So when we do get these chances, we've got to finish them off. So people like Ronaldo, people like Pogba, people like Bruno, they've got to step up, Sancho, Rashford, these guys, and actually show a bit of quality in the final third and take the game to Atletico Madrid and be on their game. That's it. We need good individual performances. We need a good team performance. We'll see if the players are up to it. Obviously, Rangnick, in terms of tactically, doesn't want to play too into Atletico Madrid's hands. You know, they are a really good counter-attacking side. You don't just want to be set up super attacking, super high up, all the rest of it. But again, we don't want to go there and be defensive. We've got to go there and try and win the game. So we do have to have a bit of a mix in that regard. We've got to take the game to them and try and turn up and impress. Yeah, we are going to get slapped up, says the Cape Cadet. No, we're not Cape Cadet, mate. Come on, United. We're going to smash them up, Cape Cadet lad. What's your deal, bro? Listen, they're shite at the moment, dude. If this was last season, I'd be going, okay, they're looking pretty formidable, or a couple of years ago, but they're not, mate. They're Billy Bang average this season, bro. Just go look at the La Liga table, and that'll tell you the story, mate. You know, they're shite, mate. No, they're good, mate. They're actually the toughest side we've played in a long time, aren't they? They really are. They're much better than the teams we've been coming up against recently. So for those reasons, it is going to be a tough game. It's very much going to be a tough game. I just want to talk about this stat here, which is quite interesting. So since Ralf Rangnick has taken charge, only Manchester City have picked up more Premier League points than Man United, which is cool. But also, at the same time, it's not that cool, is it? Because we've been playing absolutely shite teams. You know what I mean? So, but to be fair, that is pretty cool, though. I mean, it's like Rangnick's not exactly set the world alight, but he's also not done terribly. You know, he's got the second most amount of points since he's been here in the Premier League, but we have been playing teams that we should be beating. So it's one of those, isn't it? Interesting stats, but look at who the other teams are playing in that time as well. But in terms of form, Rangnick's team are improving. We're getting better. The game against Leeds was much more full-blooded. Proper performance from the boys. Proper heated challenges flying in there. Just lots of passion. That's what we want to see from Man United. We don't want to be seeing a bunch of passive melts. So in terms of the passion in that game against Leeds, is exactly where I want it to be. Let's replicate that out there against Atletico Madrid tomorrow, and hopefully, we can win the game. Yeah, weak opposition, but you can only rely. You can only beat who is in front of you, says Fortin Braj. Yeah, and we haven't been doing that convincingly at all, have we? We just haven't been able to beat who's in front of us that convincingly. But last couple of games we have won. The couple before that we drew 3 games in a row, won ones, got knocked out the FA Cup to Middlesbrough, etc. So, we have to build on these last couple of results. Guys, we got nearly 100 likes. We're 2 likes away from 100 likes. Let's blitz past the 100 barrier. Where are you? Let's be having you. Bacon Brigade, assemble! Hit the thumbs up. You just joined in and smash that subscribe button if you're new. We're on here every single day giving you the latest United news. And also, we're going to be back on tomorrow doing the watch along for the game in the evening, of course, starting about half an hour before kickoff. So if you're at a loose end tomorrow, just come back and watch the game with us, peeps. We'll be going in there raw with the commentary and hopefully watching United smash them up. Right then. So, we'll come back to the preview stuff at the end when I go to the Q&A. What I'm going to do now, thank you, Ollie Reynolds. Thank you, Vutinate. How you doing, boss? Martin McFly, Swixter, Mark Harris, Chrissy, Classical Gashings, Stefan Herringtonio. What's going on as well, mate? And all the legendesses and legends getting in here. Thanks for joining. Just got a bit of United stuff, a little bit of random United news from throughout the day, which I'm going to discuss now. And then we're going to get back into the preview stuff for the Q&A, see your thoughts and all that kind of thing. But just while I've got you, here's the latest little bit of news and stuff. So it's understood that Leicester at this moment in time are currently preparing to offer Wilfred Ndidi a new contract amid interest from United and Villa and various clubs. So Leicester don't want to lose their guy there. They're understood to be ready in a new big contract for Wilfred Ndidi, which is fair enough because he's fucking awesome, isn't he? We could definitely do with a player like that. So that's a shame, but there you go. It makes sense. Speaking of Leicester City scummers, Brendan Rodgers is reportedly no longer being considered by Manchester United as Ralf Rangnick's potential successor at Old Trafford. So according to ESPN, Leicester City's struggles this season basically have seen them absolutely bottle it, obviously, and fail to qualify for the knockout round of the Europa League, and also have bottled it in terms of the league position, obviously, and what they've been doing. So Brendan Rodgers has shat it, and ESPN claiming that Manchester United are no longer interested at all in Brendan Rodgers in the summer. So fucking get in there! Because I would have hated to see Brendan Rodgers take over at Manchester United. I know he's not the most realistic, but just the fact he was in the top 5, with the bookmakers for managers to come and take the reins was just left me with a sickening taste in my mouth. So I'm very, very pleased that, if this is true and he's not going to be a candidate, I don't think there is a great candidate for the job. In terms of the manager, though, obviously Ten Hag is probably a great shout for Manchester United stylistically for the future. Can he do it at a big club like United? Big questions. Real Madrid are supposed to be interested in Pochettino now as well. Some information coming out about Poch and Real Madrid link there. You know, who the fuck knows what's going on? It's such a managerial merry-go-round. Let's just wait and see what happens in the summer, really. And also, Ralf Rangnick is the manager at the moment. He's only on a short-term basis, of course, and that's already pre-arranged. But if he sets the world alight, between now and then, he can still have a say in maybe staying on for the job. Let's face it, if he wins the Champions League, nobody's going to be saying, let's go and get fucking Ten Hag in the summer. If Ralf Rangnick can lead us to the Champions League. I'm not saying that's going to happen, but I'm just saying if it does happen, there's still time for Rangnick to turn it around and get the job permanently. Whether or not he wants that or not is another question. But Erik Ten Hag may well be the man who is, at this moment in time, the most favourite, I think, to take over in the summer. Erik Ten Hag, obviously, he's done fantastic things in the Champions League with Ajax, and he's built teams for youth teams from the youth setups and all sorts. You know, in terms of development of a squad and teams, he's done fantastic with that Ajax team. So you've got to say he would be a very good candidate at this moment in time, but there's still no perfect candidates. Also, Mark Ogden reporting, just on the manager stuff here, Mark Ogden reporting that today, that Inter Milan's Simone Inzaghi and Bayern Munich's Julian Nagelsmann, of course, are unlikely targets for Manchester United, but they're still sort of being assessed in terms of their suitability and potential availability by Manchester United's, board. So in terms of like Simone Inzaghi and also Nagelsmann, even though these guys are obviously in jobs, they're doing well, Manchester United in the summer just might have some sort of position or interest where we could maybe try and go and get one of those guys as well. So the reason I'm talking about this is Ralf Rangnick's a manager. There's loads of managers linked to the club. In the summer, we'll get a clearer picture of what's going on. One of these guys might be fucking sacked between now and then. Who knows what's going to happen? Anything can happen in football in 3 or 4 months. So there might be an even better candidate that becomes available between now and then, that we could get, so a lot can change in that time. But Ralf Rangnick is the manager at this moment in time. As much as I personally think he's kind of done bang average with us, he is the coach. We've got to back the team. We've got to back him for now. He's here to the end of the season, whether you like it or not. I personally don't like it that much, but if he can get us winning games, if he can get us progressing in the Champions League, if he can beat Atletico Madrid tomorrow, then he's going to do well, and he's definitely going to, go a long way to changing the opinions of some of the people like me that think maybe he wasn't the best guy to come in a short-term capacity, really. But, not slagging him off, he's done pretty well recently. And like we just established, there's only one team in the Premier League who's got more points in the league since Rangnick's been here. But still, like I say, the run that we've had, we should have been getting a lot more points than that still. Right then, so also, just a little bit more in terms of... who's your manager, guys? Let me know in the live chat. Who would you like to see appointed in the summer? Or would you like to see Rangnick stay? Just let me know. While we're on that manager stuff, let me know in the live chat. What's your thoughts and opinions? We'll batter them. Get in there, Stephen Carlad. I hope you're right. Yes, UK Nation PS4 game. We could do a lot worse. Chrissy J says Basuma and Tielemans for the price for Rice all day, pig. Spot on, mate. I'm with you on that. Why would you go and pay 80 or 90 million pounds for that English player premium as well? To get Declan Rice, he is good, he is young, he is going to be a very good player for the future in this league. But you can get better players, for less money. Or not necessarily better players, but players who are just as good for less money. So why would you go and get Declan Rice? Doesn't make sense either to me, unless there's a deal to be done there. Flabby G says ESPN ran a story on Fred's growing frustration for the lack of a long-term plan at Old Trafford. I'm sure Ronaldo is fuming inside. I wouldn't really believe that, to be honest with you, mate, because Fred has recently been coming out and saying all sorts of stuff. A couple of weeks ago, he came out and said, don't believe all the shit you read in the press. It's Fred who came out and said that and did a little tweet about it and stuff. And a lot of the players have been saying that recently. Maybe there's factions, maybe there's cliques, maybe there's all sorts of issues behind the scenes that we don't know about, but you saw them fighting for each other the other day on the pitch at Leeds, didn't you? And that didn't look like a team that was not together. Okay, Leeds aren't the sternest test, but still, it was a full-blooded team performance from the guys. They did well. So I think that sort of stuff is improving. Like Rangnick did say, and I agree with this a few weeks ago, he said, well, things are getting better now in terms of, stability in the squad. During the January transfer window, there's all this up in the air. It's all up in the air, whether who's staying, who's going. Jesse Lingard, is he going? Is he staying? Does that mean somebody else is coming in, taking my place maybe? Even the players who aren't linked with moves away are worried about players being linked to move at United. Midfielders like Fred, Pogba or Matic and McTominay, these guys, oh shit, are we going to go and sign, Ruben Neves? Or there's always a little bit of uncertainty. And so because of that, maybe there was a little bit of unrest. And we had a lot of players that wanted out Martial, and would loan loads of players out, Donny van der Beek. And so I think that the squad harmony is only, at this moment in time, going up. Maybe I'm wrong there. I'm not inside the dressing room. I don't know. But I think what he said there is correct, that because of that January window, it's all sort of being, it's all a mess. But because that's over with now, between now and the end of the season, you should just see the squad harmony increase gradually every single game. That's what I would hope. Okay, so there you go. So Potter says, Chrissy J, interesting. I mean, he's a good coach. Is he really big enough to take the reins at Manchester United, though, having managed fucking Brighton, though? Carrick says, Chris Benoit. Ollie says, Louis Patton. Ronaldo says, Colonel Coleman. Interesting. Right, okay. Fabrizio Romano has provided an update on Paul Pogba's contract situation. He said, pretty much, he said, at the moment, I'm told that there is nothing advanced with any club. Of course, we're talking about a top player, and so it's normal to have conversations with clubs. We know last summer PSG had an interest in Pogba. They discussed with agent Riola, their relationship is so good, but then they never made an official bid for Paul Pogba. Let's see if they want to do it in the summer as a free agent. So that's the latest on Paul Pogba. Basically the same. There's no real movement in terms of Manchester United signing a new contract for Paul Pogba or getting him signed up to a new deal. He's going to test the waters in the summer, isn't he? If there is a big knock on the door from PSG and they want to pay him huge amounts of money, I'm sure he'll probably go. He is a Frenchman after all. He's not exactly, revered at Manchester United either, even by the fan base. A lot of people love Pogba, but a lot of people also don't. And so if there's a better offer elsewhere, I'm sure he's not going to have any issue about going to take that better offer, if that offer is indeed better. So I think here is a big offer coming in the summer. I'm sure they were interested. If you look at all the players that they signed last year, excuse me, if you look at all the players they signed last year, they're all really big name players, similar to this sort of deal, who went to clubs for huge money, and then they've gone on a free transfer at the end of their contract for nothing to PSG because they can get a bigger signing on deal. The agent can get more money. They can get more, wages per week because there's not a big transfer fee to pay. If PSG had gone in for Pogba last summer, they'd have had to at least pay 40 million or something, definitely. Whereas now they can get him for nothing. So from that point of view, and you see what they did last year, signing likes of Wijnaldum and Donnarumma and Sergio Ramos and all the rest of it, Messi, all the rest of it in those sorts of terms where they're huge name players on huge money, but rather than going to buy players off other teams and spend transfer fees on players, they just wait until these players they just dangle the carrot of a fucking huge contract in front of them and wait till that contract runs out, and then they just snap them up and they pay them huge money, and it seems like they're paying them huge money, but in reality, it's no more than just going to buy fucking Slabby Maguire for 80 million quid and paying him 180 a week. In fact, it's a lot fucking less because, Slabby is bad value, let's be honest. So from that point of view, PSG, I think they're going to come knocking for Pogba. Guys, let's ask the live chat. Where does Pogba play his football at the beginning of next season? Where does Pogba play his football at the beginning of next season? Turin, Juventus, bit of action there? Maybe it's Spain. Or do you think PSG with France? Or is it Manchester United? Let me know where you think Paul Pogba plays his football at the start of next season. Let me know. Hey, Eddie's Football Waffle, what's going on, mate? Hope you're doing well tonight, boss. He says 113 likes. Get in there, my son. He says, keep hitting it. Yes, please, everyone, do drop the like if you're just joining the stream and hit that subscribe button if you have not done so. Nice one. Spain, says Chrissy J. Paris, says Sleeping Dragon. Have you heard Brendan Rodgers is a really nice guy? I have, Stephen Carr. Brendan Rodgers is a beautiful human being and a really nice guy. Just a wonderful, wonderful technician and a man. PSG, if they get Zidane, says Luke Marshall. Altrincham, says Mark Harris. Ralph is fine. He's not even 6 months in United. Top four is realistic now. It is. It's sunny. It is realistic. And that's the word that I would use about Ralph Rangnick as well right now. You just hit the nail on the head. Ralph Rangnick is fine. He's absolutely fine for now until the end of the season. Yeah, absolutely. He's absolutely fine. And he's done absolutely fine so far for Manchester United. I'd say that's absolutely true. Now, if that fine's going to turn into a good or a great or a fucking awesome, he's going to have to do something special, like maybe get far in the Champions League, maybe even go on and win it, but certainly get far. Semi-finals would be nice. And also, get us in that top four. Make sure we do cement that top four position and we actually get top four. If he does that, then of course, his stock's going to rise. PSG says Leeds United FC. Real Madrid says Caleb Gamer. Paris 100% says Fortinbras. Kettering Town says Gungshi. Disco Dave says PSG. Mbappe looks like leaving. Yeah, there you go. Great shout. There you go. Exactly. And a few other players probably leaving too. That's sort of what they do at PSG. It's a big turnaround every single year. PSG says, Big God Bob. CJ's Bullies says, you wasn't saying he wanted sacking now. We've won a game. We're keeping him, says CJ's Bullies. I mean, actually, what I said is, my personal opinion is, I said that I want him to leave at the end of the season. That's actually what I said. I didn't say sack him now. So you're completely wrong, CJ's Bullies, and putting words in my mouth that I never did say. What I did say is, and this is before the last couple of results where we've obviously won, after the third fucking 1-1 in a row, is that I said I don't think Ralph Rangnick's the man to take Manchester United to the next level long term. And really, he is just an interim manager that's coming on an interim contract until the end of the season. And we're just going to get somebody else in this summer. That's what I said. So screw you, CJ's Bullies, mate. Right. Okay. Right, so David De Gea has been speaking as well, guys. Bit of an update on De Gea. And he hints at spending the rest of his career at Manchester United. David De Gea has said that he cannot see himself playing for anyone other than Man United now. And he feels like he is from Manchester. Get in there, Davide. I mean, I love that, to be honest, guys. You know, why would we want anybody else between now and when he retires, really? Like, okay, you know, goalkeepers, who knows? Can he do it for another 8 years? Well, maybe. Goalkeepers can go on until 40 and be a very good standard player, you know, in the team. So, you know, I think we should just keep David De Gea till he's fucking done, really. He's a great keeper. What else are we going to do? Just go and sign somebody else who's maybe as good as De Gea, but are they going to be better than De Gea? I think De Gea is I think if he's not the best shot stopper in the world, he's got to be right up there, one of two. You know, he's right up there in terms of just being a fantastic shot stopper. Maybe he's not got all the best sweeper keeper aspects. Maybe he's not got the vision or the distribution of a lot of the top keepers. But in terms of just stopping the opposition fucking scoring with a feline-like reflex save, I don't think it gets better than David De Gea. He's super good at that. So, yeah, I mean, why would we want anybody else for now? We don't sign him up to a new deal. You know? Let's sign him up to a contract till he's 40, for fuck's sake. I'm happy to do that. Hey, Devils United, how you doing? Thank you for getting in the show there, Maisie. How you doing tonight? I was saying earlier on, but I'll say it again. Great show earlier, Maisie. Thank you so much for hosting the show. And also everybody who came on the show, of course. Manny was great. And Omondi, G-Wolf, Griffo, Nathan. Shout out to the fan panel crew. Guys, yeah. And also check out all those guys' channels as well, like Maisie's channel, Devils United there. You know, Griffo's channel, The Delayed Kickoff YT, G-Wolf United Gaming, of course. And also Omondi's channel, which is the Man United Agenda, you know, all great channels. Nathan Best Journo on Twitter. He's going to be getting a channel soon. And also somebody else, Manny, I don't know if he's got a channel. He did say he had a channel, actually, but I've forgotten what it is now. Some hockey-related thing. He's got a new job. So awesome for Manny about that as well. Congrats, Manny. But also I've forgotten what it is now. Sorry. Yes. Great to see you, Amazing. Thanks for the show earlier. Great show. Yeah, loving these fan panel shows. Yeah, going to try and get as many as we can on the channel, guys. Yeah. The crew, absolutely. Vutinator says, Maisie and the crew, get in there doing bits. Right then, guys. So, yeah. So, just one last little story here, which it doesn't even really mention. It's not worth, but do you know what? Yeah, I'll go on and I'll mention it. But there's a story here. Harry Kane would cost Manchester United at least 100 million this summer. Reported that we were possibly interested in signing him in the summer and the need for a new striker, yada, yada, yada. Cristiano Ronaldo's future in question, yada, yada, yada. Edison Cavani leaving the summer, blah, 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 blah. £100 million? We're not going to spend £100 million on, according to ESPN, a switch to the 20-time English champions is a possibility, but the 20-year-old would cost the club at least £100 million. I mean, that's not going to fucking happen, is it? we're not going to buy Harry Kane for anywhere near that sort of money. He's fucking coming up to, what is he, 30? You know, like 30 now. Like, is he? We're not spending that sort of money on him. So yeah, I think we're going to go in a different direction in the summer. Harry Kane is a great proven goal scorer in the Premier League, and in my opinion, right now we could do a heck of a lot worse than Harry Kane. He showed he's still got the quality. Did you see that game last time out against City? Of course, Harry Kane was brilliant in that game, and him and Kulusevski combined brilliantly. And he was very, very good. And he's still got it. He still can bag you 20 to 25 goals a season, no doubt, in the Premier League. He's a proven goal scorer. Just look at his record over the last 6-7 years. You can't really get any more of a proven goal scorer in the Prem. So I would take him at United, but again, we kind of need to look to the future a little bit more now. I don't want Spurs as, you know, well, he's not a reject. He just wants to leave them, really, and get to the next level. We could do a lot worse than Harry Kane. Guys, smash a 1 in the live chat if you would take Harry Kane at United. Smash a 2 if you think, no, he's not the right guy. We should probably go for somebody else. He costs too much money. He's also a bit injury prone as well sometimes. He might miss a few games a season and stuff. He's not ideal, is he? He's not ideal. Not for 100 million. Not for even 60 or 70 million, I don't think. I think you could spend that 60 or 70 maybe at this stage, in another area of the team that would benefit us more. I mean, I know we are crying out for a striker in the summer. Rangnick said it himself. He said Cristiano Ronaldo, obviously, we don't even know if he's staying next year, but he probably will, as long as we've got Champions League football. But if he does go, well, we're definitely going to sign a striker. With what's happened with Mason Greenwood, we were talking about previously him being the long-term number 9, maybe learning from the likes of Edinson Cavani and Cristiano Ronaldo and being that number 9 going forward. Well, it doesn't look like he's really realistically going to play for Manchester United again. We have to wait and see on that one. But Mason Greenwood, of course, not a Manchester United player that we can envisage playing for United in the future. And then Cavani, you've got players like Rashford, Martial, who's on loan, who could come back, who are forward players as well. But none of them are a great striker. So we definitely need to sign a striker in the summer, but none of those. Harry Kane just doesn't excite me that much. If we could go and get Erling Haaland or something like that, then yeah. But he's not going to go to us. He's not going to go to Manchester United when we're struggling for top 4. And there's all these teams who are winning trophies that are after him as well. It's just not going to happen. Okay, one last topic of discussion before I get into the chat for a Q&A. And thank you every single one of you legends that is watching tonight. Do smash that like on the video as well if you haven't done so. Subscribe if you're new to the channel. Get yourself in the chat with the legends. And also click that post notification bell to get notified when we post and go live. But anyway, Bruno Fernandes has just been talking, and he said ahead of Manchester United's game on Wednesday tomorrow that Manchester United are full of confidence. He said, I think the team has been playing well, even in games we didn't win. Obviously, when you don't get the results, it's not perfect for you, and obviously we know that. He said, winning games gives you more confidence, and going into this game, that's important as it's a difficult one. Having that confidence and winning games gives you something more to be prepared for the game, to be more focused and to understand that if we do the right things and the things we work to do, if we stick to the plan from the first minute to the last, we can win this game. So he's right. We have been in better form recently. We start to get a bit more belief about us. That I feel like we're actually going into this game with a bit of confidence now, whereas just a few games ago, we would have been going into this game like completely up in the air. Whereas now we've got a couple of results on the bounce. Positive results, good wins. We've beaten Leeds United in a fiery game. We showed good passion in that game. So we have at least got a little bit of positive momentum going into this game. By the way, Bruno Fernandes has scored 9 times and registered 13 assists in 33 appearances for Man United during the 21-22 campaign, including 6 assists in 5 Champions League outings. So Bruno loves the Champions League as well. We were talking about Ronaldo being Mr. Champions League. And he is, obviously, in terms of goal scoring. He scored 6 in 5 for us earlier on in the group stage. But in terms of Bruno Fernandes and what he brings to the party, well, he loves an assist or 2 as well. So I expect him to have a big game tomorrow. He's going to have perform. Like we said earlier on in the stream, Pogba's going to have a big game coming in. Bruno Fernandes, Sancho, Ronaldo, all the key men are going to have really good games if we're expected to get the job done in Atletico's backyard. Then these guys are going to have to take their chances when they get them, and they're going to have to create a decent amount of chances. And against an Atletico team who are really sound defensively and rugged and robust and rough and ready and tough, it's not the easiest task to create loads of chances. So they're going to have to be clinical when they create them. But people like Bruno, we can do it, guys. We can do it. We've got the quality. Bruno Fernandes, Cristiano Ronaldo, Sancho. If Rashford turns up, if he's not absolutely Trashford, he can score a goal. He can cause a problem for them. Pogba can control things. We saw Fred finally playing like a Brazilian the other day, coming off the bench. Maybe he's going to do this. McTominay, Marshall in that midfield, getting stuck in there with the challengers, showing passion and fire and leadership. Love to see it, even slapping to Maguire getting in on the act for fuck's sake. If these guys can put in that sort of a level performance against Atletico, then we can get the job done. Even though Atletico is a much sterner test and a better team than Leeds, it's about the passion. It's about matching the levels. That's what I mean. We've got the quality there. If you actually do turn up, if you give it your all, if you're 100% committed, full-blooded like we saw in the Leeds game, we've got the quality of the players to get the job done. So come on, United! No excuses tomorrow. Let's go take the game to Atletico and get ourselves feeling pretty positive going into that second leg, of course, at home. Because we don't want to be going into that game needing a goal or chasing the lead. We don't want to be We don't want to be in that situation. At the very least, a draw. But just before I get into the live chat for a Q&A, that's basically the preview there, guys. But before I get into the live chat for a Q&A, do us a favour and get your final score predictions in there. So obviously, you know, new people getting in. We did do this right at the start of the stream as well. But let me know what you guys are thinking about the scoreline tomorrow. So I know I've just said all that we can get the job done. We're going to beat them. My honest prediction now, it is going to be a 1-1 draw. I think it's a very tough place to go away from home. They're very robust defensively. We haven't looked fantastic over the course of the last 5 or 6 games, creating and finishing off chances. They're a good side, you know, and they know those Champions League nights and all the rest of it in front of their own people. And yeah, it's going to be a tough game. So I'm thinking 1-1. Ronaldo gets on the score sheet, scores the goal for us. And I've got a feeling that it's going to finish as a draw. 1-1 says Pablo. 1-0 to United says Devils United. 1-0 to United says 1-3-3. Thank you, Ellie has put a link to the channel membership in there. Thank you so much, Ellie. Let me give that a cheeky little pin at the top of the live chat there. Thank you so much. And 2-1 says Fortinbras. 4-2 says Batman Night Fan as well. There is the channel membership link if anybody wants it. Thank you so much, Ellie. Joe Pringle says, suppose I could do a 1-0 defeat as long as we show passion, determination, a 2-1 draw. 3-0 Ronaldo to own. Yeah. Fair play to you, AB. I am live tomorrow, mate. Yeah, I'm taking the night off FIFA tonight, bro. Basically, I've got well, Mrs. P spending the night tonight, and that's not the reason. I could easily stream FIFA like we did last night, but I'm just choosing not to, mate. I'm trying to be a nice guy. So, but tomorrow I will be back, obviously, and every single other night this week we'll be doing FIFA. 3-1 to United says Susan Livesley. Nice one. Top Notch Tom says Piggy when you. Oh, yep, sorry, I read that one, didn't I? James T says I was with you when you said Sancho, but Candlestick Bruno, fossilized Ronaldo, social worker Rashford. James T, I mean, okay, I see what you've done there, but wait a second. Candlestick Bruno? I mean, what are you trying to say? I mean, wait a second. Fossilized Ronaldo. He scored the other day an absolute banger, lad, and he still looked really, really good in the Leeds game as well. But that one he scored against Brighton was great, and that one in the Leeds game, I thought he put in a really good performance at Leeds, even though he didn't score. He still was sharp as a tack, mate. He still created chances. Okay, there was that sitter that he missed that was kind of behind him. And we're not going to hold that against him. He's still a fucking formidable challenge for them. Trust me when I say this. Some of you guys might be going into this game worrying about some of their players. You know, that toothy, goofy, bitey Melter Suarez, for instance. Or Antoine Griezmann if he's playing, you know. Some of these guys, they've got some very good attacking talents. They do, yeah. But they should also be getting into this game going, oh, shit. We're coming up against the GOAT, Cristiano, who scored 25 and 35 against us and got 9 assists. Holy shit, the bed. We better watch out because this guy's the Don. That's what I'd be thinking if I was Simeone, if I was their back line. They've got Cristiano Ronaldo to contend with tomorrow, and he loves a Champions League tie. So, yeah, he'll score. He's going to score. He will score, mate, and they will be just as worried about playing us as we are about playing them right now, to be honest. Where did I get that shirt? Well, this was, I guess it was from the official outlets fucking years and years ago, mate. This is an 09 shirt, mate. So, actually, though, saying that, my ex-girlfriend, shout out Tasha, my ex-girlfriend, she bought me this for Christmas, mate. I remember. So, yeah. Burn on the Red, 1-1 was smashed them at Old Trafford, says Burn on the Red. Paul Scholes called Bruno out the other night for being soft. I agree, says James T. Okay, well, you know, I think a lot of these footballers these days are not as rough and ready as they were in Scholes' day. That's just the way it is, unfortunately. But yeah, Bruno is not the most, he's not the most toughest of guys, but he doesn't need to be. He's a creative footballer, mate. Pundits are paid to talk nonsense. And actually, Bruno, as far as like creative players goes, which is definitely what he is combative. He's actually somebody that will get stuck in a challenge, somebody that will get back and put a leg in, and somebody that will have a battle. So actually, I'm not so sure, really, if that's even the case. I think, personally, Bruno, I see him working. I see him getting stuck in. I don't see him being a pansy out there on the pitch, really. I think, he's actually pretty rugged for a creative player. I think our current part might have something to say about that case later, 23, mate. You don't want big sloppy seconds, my friend, trust. Luke Dawes says 2-0 United, best time in the last 7 years to play Atleti. Totally agree. That's what I was saying earlier on. Totally agree with you, Luke Dawes. Like right now, this Atletico side is reeling. They did win the championship last year in La Liga, and they did win it. But they're fifth right now, and their form's in the shitter. Want to see United get after it tomorrow. I think that Atleti team is there for the taking, says Luke. Yes, get in there, Luke. Almost 150 likes, guys. 204 of you legends. Can we get 204 likes? Is there a few of you lurkers and jerkers out there who haven't hit the like button yet? Do drop the like button. It's free. You might as well. Plus, it helps us out competing against some of the corporation channels and some of the clickbait merchants, etc. all around YouTube. So do smash that like button on the show if you enjoy this content. It helps us out. It's free. Right, yeah, Gary Finnegan says Atletico will lose their head as the game goes on, and they haven't scored. A lot of their players have bad discipline compared to us. Fantastic comment, Gary Finnegan. Yeah, interesting. They're also missing a few of their key players right now. 21 Nick P, what's going on? No FIFA tonight, mate. We'll be back at it tomorrow, though. Sorry to disappoint, but this is the one night this week we are going to take it off, yeah. So we'll be back at it every other night on the FIFA action, though. You literally just said that, says Ellie. Oh, nice one. Thank you so much. I see it there now. She says, like and subscribe. Yeah, guys, if you're new to the channel, make sure you're hitting subscribe too. We'll be on here for the watch along tomorrow. Get involved. We also deliver you the latest United news in a no bullshit way, in a concise way. We're not releasing 7 clickbait vids throughout the day or, making up fabricated guff or saying deals are done when they're not. We are giving you the latest information as and when it comes on this channel. So do click that post notification bell. When there is news on this channel, when you see the alert go, it's because generally there's a bit of information and it's legit. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm trying to get at on this channel anyway. There you go. Sing Games, thank you so much for that as well, bro. Pig, we need to have a rematch on FIFA one day, says, oh, definitely we'll do that, Callum. Don't worry about that. We'll definitely do that. Do I think Maguire deserves captaincy, says Jake? Do I think Maguire deserves captaincy? Crikey, I mean, that is a tough question, isn't it, Jake? I mean, do I think Maguire deserves captaincy, mate? I mean, crikey, I mean, that's kind of like asking, do I think Adolf Hitler was kind of a nice guy? I mean, obviously the answer is fuck no. He's not. He shouldn't be captain, mate. He's definitely not as not suitable to be the standard of player that we need to start in the team, never mind lead the team out. He does have some leadership qualities, as I've discussed recently. He does have some. I'm not going to say that he's not a decent leader. I just think there's better leaders within the team who would be more warranted and deserving of that captain's armband, and actually probably increase the standard of the performance in the team if we had leading out the side rather than the players looking down the tunnel and seeing an absolute Easter Island statue head leading the side out. If that was the case and we had somebody, like Ronaldo or somebody just with a bit of bottle about them, a bit of a rep, as, as a clutch player or a GOAT player or a leader or somebody who's a talisman for the nation, say, like Ronaldo's been, or even Bruno, then I would feel like the team would maybe feel a little bit better. Whereas right now, what we're essentially doing is we've got somebody who is bang average, and in terms of even starting in the centre-back position for the team, shouldn't really be there. I think Lindelof-Varane is a better pairing right now. I'd even take Phil Jones in there, and I'm not even kidding. Maguire's had a couple of good games. Doesn't impress me much, mate, in the words of Shania Twain, So what? You look like fucking Easter Island head? Well, that don't impress me much. You've got to do it consistently for United, and especially if you're the captain, you've got to show passion, desire, consistency every single week. And I don't see that from Slappy Maguire every single week. I see gashness, I see rashness, I see error-proneness, and I just see a complete Billy Bottle job, to be honest with you guys. That's my personal opinion on it. That might not be right. But based on what I've seen so far, United, he's not United captain material, mate, and we should probably go for anybody else. Captaincy of the Titanic, says Madhouse. Yeah. 9, says the Foodinator. You would not put Maguire a captain of a dinghy, says Sing Games. 133 says Bruno looks to be the one demanding more from the players and controlling the pace of the game. So I think he should definitely be captain. Great shout, 133 as well. I like your comment there. I think he grows into it. Suarez masterclass says Brad. Oh, that'd be horrible, wouldn't it? No. We don't want to think about that. Maguire deserves captaincy as much as Ali Dia deserved to play for Southampton, says Ryan. Ellie, thank you so much for the £2 super chat. Ellie says, enjoy your night all, best YouTube community ever. Thank you so much, Ellie. Shout out to you, Ellie. Much love and hope you're doing well. And thank you for being a legendary moderator and support of this channel for years and just a part of the community here, you know. And you're right about that. It is a fucking awesome community. Guys, can we get the Bacon Brigade emoji in there to celebrate this community, please? Thank you so much, Eddie. You're damn right about that. What a community of legends. Thanks so much, Eddie. Yeah, you have a great night as well, Eddie. Thank you so much for getting this stream. Yeah. Asha Katana, hello, says Diego Simeone dropped Luis Suarez out of the team versus Man United. That gives us a chance to win. Where have you heard this, Asha Katana? So I've only heard rumblings that, you know, Suarez is a doubt and also that Griezmann's a doubt at this moment in time. But I've not heard or seen an article that 100% states that Simeone's dropped him from the team. So if you want to give me a source, I'll be more interested in looking into it. But actually, that might not be accurate. The Cake Cadet, thank you so much for a £2 super chat here, lad. He says, Ellie hasn't said hello to me again, says the Cake Cadet. Oh no! Oh no, look at me, everyone. I'm the Cake Cadet. If everybody doesn't say hello to me, I have to super chat and make a big deal out of it. I'm just joking. Cake Cadet, everybody say, guys, can we get a hashtag hello the Cake Cadet in the live chat, please? Everybody, hashtag hello the Cake Cadet. Thank you very much. Let's make sure everybody knows that the Cake Cadet's here and everybody says hello to the guy. You're a fucking legend, Cake Cadet. Come on. Yeah, Stephen Carr says, enjoy your night, Ellie. You absolute legend. Absolutely. Thank you, Joe Pringle, for your comments. Says, even if it's a quick fix, drop Slabby as captain. Give it Bruno. Varane as vice-captain, even only till the end of the season. Great shout. That's exactly what I would rather see as well. Much rather see any of those guys have it. Ronaldo, Bruno, even Varane. But I certainly think Bruno would be a very good candidate as well. Gets in there, and yeah, he's a lying little shit, isn't he? Hello, Cake Cadet, says everyone. Hashtag Cake Cadet's birthday week. Yeah, this guy comes in expecting to celebrate his whole birthday week, this man. Oh, dear. Oh, Cake Cadet with a £2 super chat says, did I mention it was my birthday week, pig? You did. And as I said last night in the stream, mate, we don't recognise birthday weeks around here, mate. We only recognise birthdays. This guy came in here, it's like, oh, it's my birthday. It's like, no, it's not your birthday. It's your birthday's on fucking Saturday, mate. Or Friday. That's a week away, mate. So we don't celebrate that until your actual day, pal, okay? Crikey. Anyway, thanks very much for that, dude. Sub to Flying Pig United getting in here raw with a $2 super chat, Mag. Thank you so much for getting in here from Dan Under. And he says, Don Piglione, is there FIFA? PS High Cake Cadet, there's not FIFA. There's no FIFA tonight, pal. No. You're going FIFA-less tonight, guys, on the channel. I apologise for that. But I'm going to hang out with Mrs. P. Tomorrow I'm going to get in there raw with FIFA every single night this week as well. But tonight there is no FIFA. I apologise. Slabbington, Captain Leader, Legend, says Dale V. Guys, let's get some zoos in the chat there for Sub to Flying Pig United. Thank you so much. Happy birthday, Cake Cadet, says Top Notch Tom. It's your birth year, says Sid Games. Fair play to James T. I understand, mate. I see where you're coming from. He says, sorry, but I'm not one of these fans that celebrates we've beat Leeds, who everyone beats. It all depends on the next game. They did it in the last game, so can they do it the next game? And the next? Great comment, James. I'm with you. What good is it? What good is it beating the minnows in the league or the lesser teams in the league and then losing to the good teams? You've got to do it against the good teams too. Surely, if you're a good team, you've got to do it against the good teams. You know, you can get upsets, you can get wins. You saw Tottenham win the other day, 3-2. You know, against City. So why can't Man United do that sort of thing and smash them up? So I agree, James. We've got to beat the good teams. Atletico Madrid clearly are a good team. It's not the greatest Atletico Madrid team you've ever seen, but it's still definitely a good team. Mark Harris, thank you so much for your super chat as well, getting in here from Oz. He says, it's my birthday year, guys. P.S. Love the Cake Cadet. Love Cake Cadet, mate. Absolutely. Thank you, Mark Harris, bro. It is your birth year. Get in there. Susan Livesley, thank you so much, Mark. Can we get another Sue in the chat for this lad? Thank you, Mark Harris. Absolute legend. Hey, what's going on there, Rosangela Souza? Get out my live chat there with that nonsense. Robin, thank you for commenting. Says, just realised today Matt Busby would have turned 90 the day United beat Bayern in 1999. Also amazing they turned the score around in the 90th minute. Mate, is that true, mate? Thank you so much for letting us know, mate. Let's get a hashtag Busby Babes in the live chat. Hashtag Busby90. No, you're wrong. Wait a second. Just realised today Matt Busby would have turned 90. Yeah, you're wrong. He was born on the 26th of May, 1909, mate. So he's actually would have been a lot older than be fucking 113, mate. So, and also you've got the day wrong. Where are you getting this information from, pal? Just writing random shite over in the live chat now. Fucking hell. Anyway, this is why I like to fact check things. Oh, he was 90 on the day we won the treble. I misread what he said. Oh, okay. Oh, right. Oh, that's the day. Oh, I see what you're saying now. He says, just realised today Matt Busby would have turned 90 the day United beat Bayern in 1999. I got you now. Sorry. Sorry, mate. I totally misread what you said there. I thought you were saying, like, just realised that today you would have been 90. Never mind. Maybe you did, Robin. I think you did get it right, Robin, actually. Yeah. It's me who sharted the reading of the question. Right, okay, I'm going to stick around for 2 more minutes, guys. Once again, everyone, we've hit 150 likes. Get in there. Thank you, everyone, for hitting the thumbs up button. That helps us out. Smash that like once again if you have not done so. You might as well. Make sure you subscribed and all that as well. Follow us up on social media, Flying Pig United, on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and TikTok. Check out the website, unitedflyinghigh.com as well. And what's going on? You right there, Mrs. P? What's up? You want a drink? Yes, I do have some of this Coke here. Let me just pour some for myself. Do you want to say hello quickly to everyone? Right, there you go. Okay, guys, I'll see you in a bit then. Thank you, everyone. No, I'll see you in a bit. I mean, I'll be in 2 minutes. Sorry, you got me confused there. Okay, see you in a bit, everyone. Do FIFA says core number 1? Nah, not tonight, mate. I think I have nothing to lose. Just win it. Get in there, CHD. Like your style. Apparently the Queen has passed away. Promises not fake news, says 133. Right, okay. Don't know really know what to do with that one right now, mate. I'm going to just wait until it's reported by somebody other than 133 in the live chat. You know what I'm saying? But hey, fair play. Fucking hell. Leah Rose says, hello there, Mrs. P. Everybody says, hello there, Mrs. P. What's going on there? Sub to Flying Pig United again. Says, go on, Piggy. Go get Mrs. P. There you go. Man up, Piggy. Oh, I'm going to man up right now, Madhouse. Green went to be back on the pitch once again, says Asher. I don't think so, Asher, mate. We'll see. Maybe one day. It depends. Listen, I believe in innocent until proven guilty, right? But I also believe in, you know, not being a fuckwit of a person and not being horrible. And so, you know, so I also believe in that. But who knows? I very much doubt that Mason plays again for Manchester United. But one day, you never know. I certainly think he'll probably still have a career in football. It just might be like, you know, like in a different league abroad. You know, like there's certain leagues around the world where it's in countries where, you know, women are like second-class citizens anyway. So maybe he'd be like a hero to them over there. I'm just joking. But I'm just joking. It's a joke, and you shouldn't joke about that. But sorry about that, guys. But no, I can see him playing for somebody, but not not Manchester United. Anyway, right. We're gonna leave this video right there, guys. I want to say thank you to everybody for tuning into this stream tonight. Thank you so much for getting in here and you know, being a part of the community tonight as well. Every single one of you that's been in here doing that. Thank you so much. And all your comments have been fantastic throughout all your banter and stuff, all your predictions. So we had a lot of predictions earlier. My predictions 1-1, Ronaldo scoring. Hopefully I'm wrong. Hopefully we win the game. But we'll be back on tomorrow doing a watch along for it. We'll also give you all the latest United news in the day ahead of the game. If there's anything, that is worth jumping on and talking about, we will do. Please do, get in there if you're around. We'll probably have an afternoon show. Make sure you click the bell post notification bell so you do get a notification when we post and go live. Make sure you do click that. So if we do have any breaking news or anything, you get a noti for it. If not, we'll be on, of course. Now, we'll get on in the day, but we'll definitely do the watch along half an hour before show. Thank you, Madhouse. Thank you, Batman Knife Fan. Thank you, Top Notch Tom. Thank you, Batman, Asher Katana, Overfloater, Dab O. Don't spam in the live chat, please, guys. No spamming in the live chat. And also appreciate you all for watching the stream, being a part of this community. The Bacon Brigade lives strong. Or each and every one of you, do us a favour, actually come back after this video has finished and get your thoughts and opinions in there about the game, who you think we should play, what do you think Ralph Rangnick's selection going to be. I always love to read everyone's comments when they put their starting 11s in there and also their score predictions and goal scorers. So come back, get your starting 11s in, get your score predictions, get your goal scorers in there. I'd love to hear it. Right then, peeps, that is the end of the stream. Thanks for tuning in. Back tomorrow with more action, of course, going in there raw. So keep a lookout. And, of course, we are going to smash up Atletico Madrid tomorrow. Fucking come on, United. Mr. Champions League. Cristiano Ronaldo loves this fixture. He's going to go there with confidence, I think, on the back of a couple of much better performances from him individually. The team as well behind him and together has been performing and playing to a much better standard last few games. So I feel like, yeah, we've got a chance of smashing them up in their own backyard. I'll still go for 1-1, though. Big up, Burnout. Thank you, Overfloater, Asher Katana, Sin Games, The Cake Cadet. Not tonight, Sin Games, unfortunately, my lad. Timmy T, Andrikos, Craw number 1, and everybody else for tuning in. Thank you so much for that's the latest United news and the preview for the show. See you tomorrow. Come on, United. And have yourselves a bloody good one. Thank you for tuning in, guys. Oh, yeah, once again, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, at Flying Pig United. Websites, unitedflyinghigh.com. Go check out those places, guys. And I'll see you tomorrow. Thank you for watching. And remember, when the seagulls follow the trawler, as this is because they think sardines will be thrown into the sea. Thank you very much. See